Welcome to Northern Illinois University's Perspective on Disability MOOC. This massive open online course was developed by Dr. Greg Long of the School of Allied Health and Communicative Disorders and by staff of the Faculty Development and Instructional Design Center. Dr. Long offered the MOOC because he has found that the majority of his students at NIU have never talked about disability with others, or have only considered the medical side of disability. The MOOC was designed with an emphasis on awareness, universal design, and social justice. In this course tour, we will highlight 3 standout practices of the course design and give you a sneak peek into the inner workings of the course. Because the course was about perspectives on disability, the entire course had to be accessible and promote principles of universal design. In the course, we used plain text as much as possible and provided multiple formats for some files. We chose colors in the menu for high visibility to make it easy for individuals with low vision to navigate the course. The videos were embedded using the Mashup tool in Blackboard, which creates a player that is accessible to keyboard shortcuts, unlike the standard YouTube embedded player. All videos were captioned using YouTube's captioning capabilities, which meant that the interface was familiar to those students who use captions regularly and intuitive for those who are new to captions. Transcripts were provided in accessible PDF format for those who use Braille output devices and other assistive technologies. The assessments were designed according to universal design principles. We provided multiple options for the assignment submissions, so each student was able to express themselves according to their interest and abilities. In addition, MOOC materials were released on a weekly schedule, but the activities did not have fixed deadlines. Students were able to work at their own paces through the content and activities. The second standout practice for the course was developing empathy through critical thinking. Most courses on disability focus on facts, often looking at the medical or legal facets of disability. Others focus on negative experiences of having a disability, such as trying to walk blindfolded, and result in increased stereotypes and fear. This MOOC was designed to help students develop empathy towards people with disabilities by focusing on higher-level critical thinking skills. The goal was for students to see disability as a natural aspect of life for many people. To engage in higher-level thinking, students needed a basic level of facts, which were presented in the videos by the instructor and assessed with weekly quizzes. The guest speakers in the videos told personal stories about disability, which began the process of engaging students in empathy. By using the same speakers throughout the videos, students were able to see their stories develop through different topics. Then the activities asked students to find another personal connection to disability. Each assignment was designed to engage critical thinking and reflective practice. The assignments asked students to relate the topics to their personal experience and beliefs, connect to people with disabilities, and increase their understanding of the experience of having a disability. The final assignment of the course required students to reflect on the entire process and what they had learned. Many reported that their views on disability had changed and that they were more aware of issues related to disability. Perspectives on Disability was challenging to design as a MOOC. It needed to be open, flexible, and student-driven so that the learners could engage in higher-level thinking, needed to develop empathy, and challenge their perspectives. However, it also needed to be linear and structured enough to support new learners with limited technology skills. Let's take a look at the course itself to see how we accomplished this. Because MOOCs can have thousands of students, and because we couldn't predict the technical background of our students, we provided a lot of learner supports in the course. For example, the home page of the course provided information for getting started. We also created an overview to show students how to navigate the course. We provided a strong and consistent structure, clear instructions, and links to help and accessibility support on the menu. This helped the students who were unfamiliar with the technology to use the tools for the course. Finally, we provided a help discussion where students could ask questions about the course structure and technology. Interaction between learner and content and learner and instructor were woven into the lectures, activities, and quizzes. One of the most difficult aspects of creating the MOOC was limiting the amount of content to what could reasonably be covered in about an hour each week. To solve this problem, we provided additional resources in the Digging Deeper section for each topic. This allowed students to investigate beyond the core content. Students were encouraged to form a community by posting to discussion boards and providing each other with feedback on their learning. Because of the sensitive nature of the content, the discussions were not required. Given the large audience that MOOCs usually attract, it isn't really feasible to grade and provide feedback on assessments. We designed the assessments to be educative rather than evaluative. For example, the process of interviewing someone was more important than the written summary of that interview. The assessments guided students through new ways of thinking and exploring as they developed new perspectives on disability and empathy for those with a disability. We also used objective quizzes with multiple attempts to help students self-assess their understanding. In the absence of feedback or a grade as motivation, badges served as both motivation and recognition of students' progress through the MOOC. They earned a badge for each week they completed, as well as a certificate and badge for completing the entire course. Thank you so much for taking the time to take this tour of our course. If you want to learn more, you can watch the trailer at factdev.niu.edu/MOOC trailer or check out the course in the exemplary course gallery at factdev.niu.edu/ECP MOOC.